Yes, recording is what I was just. Yeah, recording. What a fucking annoying voice that was. Sorry, everybody. Sorry for the language at the top of the show. Sorry for my. That sounded like my impression of Jimmy Dore. I'm not suggesting Jimmy Dore sounds like that. That's my impression of Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore. And then when I went recording, it's kind of a bad Jerry Lewis, a little bit of a Jimmy Dore. Open the door, let him in. That's a nice song by Paul McCartney and Wings. I want to say that's off the Wings at the Speed of Sound long play. Took me until I was, maybe I've talked about this on the show before, until I was in my 20s, possibly 30s. There's a very good chance 40s that I thought it was a live album, Wings at the Speed of Sound. And I thought the Speed of Sound was a venue I'd never heard of because I don't live in London. I don't live in England.
Right.
Turns out, no, it's just that's the name of the thing. And also, let me say this, the front cover looks like a marquee.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it looks like an old movie theater marquee with the white and then the red lettering.
Right. Well, that's very confusing.
For a child?
That's not.
For a man in his...
You were played a prank by one of those merry pranksters.
And I'll tell you something, he was not yet knighted. And I think if the Queen had known the confusion this caused a young boy in hometown Illinois, he may never have been on that knee receiving sword to shoulder.
I gotta say, I'm a little thrown because you didn't say hello, everybody, in Indeed.
I'm not there yet. I'll get there.
I just didn't know if we were doing the show yet.
I'm gonna get there.
Confused.
Stop. If you stop talking, the world stops talking. And that's true.
That's like a Twilight Zone episode.
Is that true? I don't watch the Twilight Zone.
Sounds like it.
That guy scares me. He comes out in that suit. I was never scared. I was never frightened by one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I might have been if I was in the... although I was frightened when I watched not the movie. What movie did I get? Creep Show kind of creeped me out. Is that the movie that creeped me out? Is that the one with the E.G. Marshall is a clean freak and then he gets infested by cockroaches? That may or may not have ruined my life.
Our horror expert, Garen Cockrell, is saying yes.
That's Creep Show, right? That's the one where Ted Danson gets buried up to his neck on the sand.
I can never remember which is which. There's like 30 of those movies.
That was a good one, though, right? All those little vignettes were good, were they not, Garen? Garen knows he's written a horror. In fact, I forgot to mention this last show.
Yeah.
Garen participates. I guess he's a writer. It would maybe behoove me to learn something about the people that I surround myself with. He's a writer. He's written a book at one point that he sent me on an ebook. He made me sign up for Kindle so I could drop 99 cents to not read this thing. It's still on there. I downloaded it immediately per his request. Just haven't got a chance to read it. I still got Ace Frehley on standby.
Is the name of that book How to Get People to Sign Up for Kindle?
If it is, it works. But he just entered, or was a participant in some sort of a. Listen, it's going to sound like I'm mocking, because part of me wants to. The Detroit script contest. That can't be any of the right words.
It was Michigan based.
It was Michigan based, right? Where all of it. Listen, I'm not bad mouthing the state of Michigan. It's our fantastic state. It's the 24th state in this great union. Please look that up. If I'm right, we all owe me, and I mean this sincerely. If I'm right,
you get the whole pool. By the way, I'm going to say it right now. You get that. You get everything in the pool, and we end this betting thing.
Do you hear that?
Yes, I do.
You have to hear that.
Yeah.
I hear a little crackle.
Snap.
We got a little
Is that better?
Rice Krispies going on, huh? A little Kellogg's happening. All right, so what state is Michigan, first of all?
26th.
Oh, you were so close.
If it was 24, I'd have $15, possibly 20 in my pocket.
Wow.
You don't got a little change in my pocket.
Going jing-a-ling-a-ling.
That's right. I'm going to call you on the telephone, going to give you a ring.
Each time you talk, the whole world talks. But if you stop.
But you stop. When you stop talking, the world stops talking.
Yeah.
And
it's like a slogan for a
makes
phone company.
the world go round, the world go round, the world go round. He was in some sort of Michiana.
Scarefest 99.
The Motor City Nightmares Film Festival.
Go ahead, man.
Motor City Nightmares.
Motor
Film
City
Festival.
Nightmares.
Motor City Nightmares.
The Motor City Nightmares Film Festival, our young paid intern. Intern is a word for comedy purposes only. Mm-hmm. We are not, as Elliot points out, in unnecessary postscript meetings. We are not legally allowed to have an intern because we are not providing any sort of credit. But we say intern for humor. At some point, Elliot will realize 90% of what I say is for humor. I think he's still confused when I say that there's not a lot of carbonation in these drinks. This drink has zero carbonation.
At some point, he might realize that the 10% of you not kidding is when you say, stop talking to me after the show.
Do I ever say that? No, I don't.
You say it during the show.
I sit there and take
under
it.
under the hood of comedy, under the guise of humor.
Elliot's looking, by the way, local people, Elliot's looking for a garage sale. He's got some stuff to sell.
Yeah.
And he is
Boy, how many takers do you have on that one?
Get anybody? Anybody want you to come over with your junk?
Hey, if anyone likes waxing floors, I've got a dirty one in my house.
No, wait, that's not that. No, that's not the same thing.
I know it's not quite the same.
That's not. It's not even. No, don't lose the word "quite" from that. It's nowhere near the same thing. He's suggesting if Matt Belknap this weekend was having garage sale, this guy would like to bring
He'll
his
drop his shit off and make you sell it for
No,
him.
he's going to stick around.
I would absolutely stick around.
Which, by the way, which one do
Which
you
is
want?
just worse. What is the real?
I request the drop off.
I'm a very
I'll sell
good-
it. I'll sell it. No commission. In fact, I'll give him $5 to take off. He's
not
already
fair.
$5 in the win.
That's not fair.
What are you talking about? It's not fair.
I'm a very well, $5 is I don't know, but I'm a very good garage sale person. I'll set up tables and make it look nice.
You will bore the people with conversation, Elliot.
I am a
You'll
good
scare
salesman.
the customer away.
We will have a
No.
lawsuit on our hands because somebody will tip over and hit their head on the end of a table. They will be listening to you talk about something. I saw a response that you put on
They buy
something.
things just so I'll be quiet.
Listen, that's in your world. Go ahead, sit down right there, Dan. Dan Cronin's here. He's our guest. He'll be joining us after the break. We're lucky he's here. He brought his iPad with him on the off chance he wants to play Words with Friends right in the middle of the program. He has gone out of his way to already tick me off, and I'm on the heels of being mad at Elliot.
Took you out by walking in
You know what I did?
or playing Words with Friends?
All of it.
Okay.
All of it's making me mad. I'm not mad today. I'm in a great mood today. Traffic was nice and smooth on the 4 out 5. This is episode, hello everybody indeed. Welcome to the program. This is episode 1221. Flip that around, 2112. I'm going to call this the Geddy Lee episode because we are the priest of the temples of Syrinx. We are the priest of the temple of Syrinx. My pleasure. My pleasure.
This is our first palindromic episode since I think 11/11. Is that correct? Anyone want to check that on me?
1221?
that.
1221?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go back 1221. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what about 1001? Nope, that would be
That
1001.
was before.
Listen, you're right about, I don't know why I turned into walk in there for one statement. Listen, that horrible. No, I can't do it. Now I'm back to
Now you're doing Hawk Harrelson.
I'm doing, no, that's more Harry Carey.
Oh,
This
okay.
might be our last palindromic episode.
This might be.
I
our
know it might be
last
yours. I have a feeling I'm gonna pull a Greg Barrett joke. Here's what's gonna happen, and I'm very serious. We're gonna quit doing this podcast for a week and then come back without video. But it's gonna be all in the guise of we're done.
We're breaking up the
We're
band.
done. By the way, if you think I didn't just look over and see Cronin's fucking feet, you're wrong. I looked over and I
man.
saw he shows up in a sandal.
This guy has.
Not allowed to speak, right?
No, you're not. No, you're not. You know why? Because you shouldn't be in this room. You should be going out to your car to get some socks and shoes on. I can't believe I got to look at fungus this entire time. Wow. All right, anyway, if you're having a garage sale, here's the problem with garage sales. I love having them, but I've become even more of a neat freak than I've ever been. And I've also become very generous. And so that whenever we have something, instead of having it stick around for garage sales, I just donate it these days. So, yeah, I'm judging Elliot. When I say that, I'm judging him.
Yeah.
I'm judging him that, you know what, there's people out there that don't have the junk that you have. All right, what's happening with the headphones?
Sorry. Hopefully that fixes it.
You're hearing it again, that crackle?
Yeah.
But it's not going out live? Elliot doesn't hear it. Dan doesn't hear
It's
it.
just in the headphones.
Dan's feet may be distracting him from hearing anything in here. He's a winner, apparently, from that. He just gave his champion movement.
Happy that angers you.
Let's go around the room. Let's talk to Garen. Now, Garen, it's called the Motor City Film Fright Fest.
Motor City Film Festival. Motor City Nightmares Film Festival.
Motor City Nightmares Film Festival, and there was within that film festival there was a screenwriting competition.
That our friend Garen, a paid intern, received. You won the contest?
Best screenplay.
He won Best Screenplay.
Fantastic.
Now, in fairness, he lives in Hollywood. He's living the dream. He's competing against other people that, they're working in the assembly line. They're a GM. They're working up in Lansing. They're working in Flint. They're working in Grand Blanc. These are folks that are between their times where they've made possibly the saddest existence on the planet. I've just listed 3 of the saddest cities in the history of the 26th state, if not even in the whole union.
Right.
Flint, sad.
I saw the movie.
Grand Blanc, sad. They call it Grand Blanc. I say Grand Blanc to make them feel good about it. Lansing, slightly less sad because it has a college town, but college kids get on my fucking nerves, so that city is sad. You want to go Bay City, sad. Lake Huron, sad. Livonia, sad. That state is sad. So while these people, these Michiganians, while they're living the sad life that they're in, between packing their bags and threatening to leave their wives or husbands or children every second they're alive, to get out of that sad state, they wrote down a script. They wrote down...
If only I could win this contest, maybe that's my
maybe
ticket
that's
out
my
of here.
ticket out of here. Now, they don't know they're competing against a ringer.
Joe Hollywood
They
comes
got a
in.
guy from Hollywood here living in North Hollywood. Where do you live, Garen? Sherman Oaks.
Yeah.
Thank God. I was about to say that North Hollywood is the Michigan of this city. At any rate, you won a contest. The name of the script is what, Garen?
In a Crooked Little House.
In a Crooked Little House. Now, already I got trouble with it. It's too wordy, right? In a Crooked Little House.
Yeah.
Too much.
I
Too
hope-
much expository information. I understand we're in the house, right? Whatever, or something goes on in the house. I understand it's not the biggest house. It's right in the title.
Yeah.
Little. It's
not-
crooked.
it's not
There's
straight.
something going on there.
Like our friend Garen, it is not straight.
It's not straight. It's a homosexual house.
I'm hoping that In a Crooked Little House is the first line of a nursery rhyme that a kid sings at the beginning of the script, and then that kid is murdered, and then the ghost comes back and
Let's
keeps
ask.
singing it into the children's ears. What?
Well, let's get
How did you win this contest without that?
Apparently, because I'll tell you right now, it would not have gotten my vote. There is a beautiful, and I'm very serious when I say this, there is a wonderful housewife from Traverse City, Michigan, who entered that contest, and she was robbed. Now that I know the first line is not what Matt just said. She put her life's effort into this thing, her heart and soul. Traverse City is actually a beautiful city. They can do some skiing up there. You can do whatever you like up in that area. It's one of the places of Michigan that does not make me want to put a knife through my neck. I don't mind Grand Rapids. I got no problem with Grand Rapids. I got no problem with Kalamazoo. I got no problem with Kalamazoo. Jackson's depressing. Detroit proper, very depressing.
What's the town that the Pistons arena is in?
Is that Pontiac?
No,
It
no.
used to be in Pontiac.
Auburn
Auburn
Hills.
Hills. The Palace of Auburn.
Isn't that supposed to be nice, right?
The Palace of Auburn Hills. Is that nice? That considered nice?
I don't know about the city, but the stadium's pretty nice.
I understand the city's beautiful.
No, the city's not nice.
You can't speak for the city.
Okay.
You know what I call that city? Crooked Little House. Now you also. What's Pontiac? Pontiac's nice, right?
Pontiac is the Silverdome. No.
That's the Silverdome. That's horrible.
Yeah,
That's where the Lions play.
yeah.
Yeah, horrible.
How come they can't keep it? We don't need to get into this, but it's weird that none of their pro sports teams play in actual Detroit, unless maybe the Tigers do.
No, Tigers are right downtown Detroit.
Okay.
They were going to bring it back. Didn't happen.
Okay.
Even though they have probably top 5 baseball teams in Major League Baseball. They got the best player in baseball, no question about it. Who traded him away before the season? Damn right I did.
Really?
Made some mistakes. My fantasy league in this year. I'm having a tough time, tough go of it. If only Cliff Floyd would have given me better help.
Well, Jimmy, the most important thing.
What do you recommend?
Well, you got to draft well.
Thank you. That's insight right out of the dugout,
If
or
you-
from a
if
guy
you-
that doesn't follow the game.
If you didn't do that this year, then you don't have no chance of winning.
I ignored Cliff Floyd's advice was so poor that even his spot on to get the best team, you got to draft the best players. I ignored it.
You went to the bottom of the draft and got the worst
Boy,
players.
if you look at one of my teams, you would think that's the case. You would think I was pulling a prank on these guys. I am currently, this is a head-to-head league, which is the worst version of fantasy sports. Head-to-head is the worst.
You mean every week you're going up against one person?
You go up against one
and
person.
You get points based on.
And
which
you could
category
have, if you could have the greatest week of your life. If that guy also has the greatest week, you
Doesn't
still
matter,
lose.
yeah.
It sucks.
That's what my basketball league is, and it is hard. It feels like you don't have control.
You have no control.
Yeah.
You're right. It's a
But I
little
don't know
Eddie
if
money.
I don't know if they have any other version. I guess you can play some other version in fantasy basketball, but no one wants to do that.
Well, they should, because head-to-head sucks. It's awful. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. It works for football because there's only 16 weeks,
Right.
or 17 with that bye week. I don't know how many weeks there are in football anymore. I don't follow the game. It's too violent for me.
Won both my leagues last year.
I swear to God, it's like we have Elliot 2 in the fucking room.
Oh no.
Shut it down, Stinkfoot. I'm not kidding. All right.
Put that in the credits. Can someone write down what time it is?
Shut it down, Stinkfoot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. You're right. That's going to make season 4, season 13.
Yeah.
At any rate, Garen, congratulations on that big win. We're proud of you here at the Never Not Funny family. We'll give you something. We'll do the Pardo Miser, and if you get your number right, you can win the pool. We'll do that on behalf of you winning.
That's nice of you.
I'm a good man.
Most weeks we exclude him. He thinks he's participating.
I don't care for his lifestyle, but we always know. We always put his money aside, and then at the end, when somebody wins, he'll get all his. He'll wonder why, and we'll go. Go to a bathhouse. From INDHD.com, he's got some openings at the building that he manages.
Wonder why.
Let me tell you something. You know what the name of his apartment complex is?
What?
The Michigan.
Is it?
Yeah, you know
No,
why?
it's the Michigan
saddest apartment complex on the planet. Elliot Hoberg. Hello, Elliot.
Hello.
Now, Elliot, I'm not saying anything out of school. These are all things you put on your Facebook page, and you friend everybody.
I do not friend everybody, but I do put those things on my Facebook page.
Okay, but so if a listener, though, wants to friend Elliot Hochberg, what do you do?
I only friend people who I've met in person.
Now, let me ask you a question. I think I know the answer to this. How many listeners have tried to friend you?
A lot.
No, come on, Elliot.
At least 200.
Jesus Christ, really?
Yeah.
No, those are the core 200. Those are good people.
They are good
Those
people.
Those are the 200 that understand that I'm kidding when I use it. It's the others
Yeah.
that, the Fire Elliot emails that we get on an hourly basis. Those are the folks.
That's a lot of effort to put into firing me.
Well, they care deeply.
See a lot of movement over there. I can barely see him. He's blending in. He chose to wear gray camouflage today. It's all in gray. It's all various grays. Not unlike the picture of Dorian Gray. My point is, Conan looks great. Looks young. The administrator, Matt Belknap, your weekend was good?
It was very nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you do? Anything special?
Went to a friend's house for a little, not even a party, just hung out with some friends yesterday. Went to see Epic with Zoe.
How was it? Haven't seen it yet.
Liked it a lot.
That's it. That's all I want to hear.
Little scary.
Oh, yeah. Oliver's a big boy.
She powered through it, but there were a couple of, I want to go home.
Oh, that slug. Who scared her? The slug? Snail?
There's the bad guys, the bats, and they're not bats, but they wear the carcasses of bats as disguise, which is a little crap.
That is a little creepy. That's what Bruce Wayne does, right? Doesn't he wear a carcass of a bat?
I think that's the idea.
I've never seen any of those movies. I assume that's what it's about.
Yeah, it's about.
You know what movie I'm looking forward to in 2014?
No.
House in a little crooked house.
Yeah, that's about also bad carcasses.
Are there bats in this thing?
What did you use any of the conventions of horror? You don't have a creepy child ghost. You don't have a bat carcass.
I might have that.
Oh, you might have
okay.
that, Matt Belknap.
There is a
Ghost.
child
Don't
ghost.
give this thing away.
Well,
It's being entered in other contests all over. There's talk of him entering a contest in Nebraska. There's a conversation about that right now. He and his buddy are going over that. They're playing a little
they're
grab
looking
ass, and
for
then they're going
the least populous states.
Yes.
Where can we plant?
Where
the
can
flag?
I win? How many states can I be a race? That's like me when I was 13 years old because I was so tiny. I ran with the 11-year-olds in a race and won. That's what you're doing. By being a Hollywood big shot and entering in these sad states,
It's his home
you're
state.
a ringer.
It's his home state.
I know it's his home state. One of my best friends in the world, Steve Ayat, lives in Michigan. You probably noticed I did not mention his city.
No,
Not a sad city.
I don't know what city he lives in.
Sturgis. He lives in Sturgis. He also has another home in Paw Paw. Paw Paw, I understand, is a nice area. Sturgis is nice. It's got a golf course right across the street from Steve's house, and I enjoy going over there from time to time whenever I'm in the Michigan area. And then I try to get out as quickly as possible, and I try to convince others to come with me.
And they all say the same thing. Oh, just wait until I'm done with this contest.
That's it.
I'm gonna
Wait.
see if the screen
I gotta
reading
wait. I gotta
contest
see,
pans out.
and then I'm more than happy to drive out with you. Then this is true. Last time I was out there, somebody said, "You got garage sales out there? I got some stuff. I go do it here locally." There's no reason to bring it out there. People are trying to avoid you. All right, listen. Let me talk about this. I did the electric run on Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
I participated on behalf of Smile Train and Never Not Funny. I did the electric run. Came in a little under 27 minutes for that 5K.
Nice. Sounds like a good time.
I don't know if I could do it any faster, quite frankly. I don't know if I could certainly do it slower.
Now Danielle was also involved.
She was not feeling well, so she walked the course.
Okay. Otherwise, if you were both running it, would you have stayed together? Or?
I would have stayed. If she was running it, I would have stayed together.
Now, is she faster than you?
No, sir.
Does she works out? And
Yeah,
stuff?
absolutely. My wife keeps in shape if she knows what's right for her. Right? I'm not going to come home to some
But
slob.
what does she do? Does she jog or what does she do?
Yeah, she jogs, uses the elliptical. She, gives herself a mental workout on a daily basis, dealing with my bullshit.
Sure.
At any rate, I was over there, the electric run. We met Nicole from Smile Train. We finally met a representative from Smile. We met Duck and Quirk once before, but Got to meet Nicole from Smile Train. Nice to see some folks from Smile Train. Don't forget Podcastathon coming up the day after Thanksgiving. Let's get those calendars marked. I have no way to end that sentence. GoDaddy.com and NF295. That's your code. Hey, summer's right around the corner. There's no reason why you might be having a 4th of July barbecue. Maybe you like to invite your friends and tell them what 4th of July is all about. Maybe you like to post some pictures post-event. Best way to do that is get yourself your own website, 4thofjulyparty.com. That might be available. The cricketlittlehouse.com has been taken. Is that taken? Well, you should take it. You just won an award. Let's get your website for $2.95. That is a reminder, not for renewals. It's for one new. You can transfer.com over there for the same price, from what I understand. $2.95 is the price of the domain for the first year. Additional years and .coms can be purchased for $9.99. You get a nice you get a web page, get an email.
Sure.
NF295. That's at GoDaddy. Those guys are doing good work over there. I'm a fan of GoDaddy. I do like that they email me every day telling me that I have a website. That's very convenient.
In case you forget.
Are you with GoDaddy? You get the emails every 22 minutes from these people?
I just get the one saying my thing's up for renewal.
Yeah, catch on. Not renewing. Leave me alone.
I'm set to auto-renew, which is why I think it's weird they
Me
still
too.
send that.
That's why it's infuriating.
Yeah.
Right? Or maybe you're supposed to, maybe it's a reminder to print that out for tax purposes?
Although if you did want to cancel it, it's good that they're reminding you it's auto-renewing.
Why would you want to cancel when GoDaddy provides the premier web hosting service? Domains. I don't know what they do. I should do a little bit of research on this. I do know tweakedaudio.com is your place if you want headphones. Use the product code IDIOT. And I do know Purely Organic is a delicious juice. We've used them in the past. I've drank them in the past. And then they went high calorie. I try to keep my carbonation low. And that means carbonation or calories. I don't know why Dice's lady got involved.
Me neither.
Anyhow, then I got something here I want to discuss, which is not nearly as important. We have to do some gambling. We got to give away that Fred Stoller book. We're going to do some gambling right around the corner.
Yeah.
So get ready for that. We're going to be doing some gambling. We're going to go to the Pardo Miser and do some gambling. So if you want to jump ahead in the episode, maybe now's the time to do it. 6 people that seem to get their nose bent out of shape by the gambling.
I think they're just concerned for you, your well-being.
I like your positive spin. I like your positive spin.
Only on Never Not Funny is you have a problem, a positive spin.
Well, it's away from the show. It's away from... Listen, here's the thing. Has anything, other than the fact that we can't shake Elliot, has anything else lasted a long time here? Judge Jimmy,
No.
right? The stupid question.
We have ADD. We can't stick to anything
So
here.
the gambling's going to be gone in a little bit.
Yeah.
Fucking ride it out, assholes. Ride it out. It'll be gone soon.
Yeah, if you want to use the parlance of gambling, let it ride.
Let it ride, let it ride. That's an In Excess song. That may be an unreleased B-side. I'm not sure, but it was released at some point.
Yeah, how'd you hear it?
Yeah, that's always fishy, right? Unreleased B-side. They put it out as a release. Well, now it's released. Now I got trouble with that title.
Well, if it was on a greatest hits, I guess that would make sense.
Previously unreleased. How about that?
Yeah.
You happy with that?
I am.
He is happy with it, folks. All right, we're going to take a quick break. A reminder, gambling right around the corner. We're going to give away that Fred Stoller book. Dan Cronin is going to be joining us. Dan's a terrific writer over there at the Conan O'Brien program on TBS. I first met him over there at the Tonight Show. That's not true. I first met him way back in New York City. 1999, I was making my appearance on Premium Blend. And this guy came up to me immediately after my performance and congratulated me. I, of course, being the insecure asshole that I am, because I thought I did it maybe a 5.5 out of 10, thought he was mocking me. To this day, though, he quotes one of my favorite jokes, and that lets me know he was not mocking me. He gets it. And you're going to get him, Dan Cronin, right after this.
If you haven't subscribed to Never Not Funny yet, now's the perfect time. Go to podcast.com.
Good morning to you and you and you and you. Let's, hey, everybody, welcome back to the program. A little something from Singing in the Rain, my son Oliver. By the time that we, nope, I apologize. Dress rehearsal is this Wednesday, which would have been this past Wednesday by the time you hear this. Elliot, stay out of it, Elliot. Oliver is doing a talent show at school to make him laugh from Singing in the Rain. I did a little work on GarageBand over the weekend where Edited it down from 3.5 down to 145.
Nice.
And he's going to do a silly dance.
Oh, I want to see video of that.
I'm guessing you'll see some.
Okay.
He's going to do a silly dance.
Daughter did a ensemble.
Hold on.
I don't have a daughter, Dan.
I know, I have a daughter.
Oh, you're talking about yours?
I have a daughter. Yeah, she did the group scene from Singing in the Rain.
She did the group scene.
Wearing raincoats. Well, the Gene Kelly scene, the Singing in the Rain. They had the umbrellas. They had the whole thing. Yeah.
Nice.
Kind of bored, just kind of blended into the back row. Didn't love it.
Dan Cronin is here. He's a friend of mine from the Conan O'Brien program. And outside of that as well, I'm a fan of his comedy. This guy makes me laugh. It's only his own insecurities that have taken so long to get him on this program.
And legitimate excuses.
Really?
Being out of town, I would say 99% of the excuses were legitimate. No, if not 100.
Well, you know what? We're limited with you and a Todd Levin and a Lori Kilmartin and a Josh Comers. We're limited because we record on Mondays. And you guys are busy making late night television.
Correct.
So I have to pick the weeks you guys are off, and they are legit excuses. You guys are, for the most part, hey, week off, I'm going to go away with my family.
Exactly.
You've chosen not to this week. Why?
I don't have anywhere to go, Jimmy. I've gone everywhere.
You know where's beautiful? Michigan.
Michigan, I hear it's fantastic.
Go up there.
No, I'm going to go away. I'm going to escape as of Wednesday.
Oh, yeah?
We're going to go out to the desert. Oh, we're going to sit back.
We're going to Springs?
It's going to be great. Right near the springs, La Quinta.
We like La Quinta.
You've been there?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very, very white bread, I got to say. You look around and the people those are the guys who are deciding to raise the fees at your credit card company. Those are the guys who are playing golf there. And you motherfucker. But then you sit back and you have a margarita and it's fantastic.
You know what I like about La Quinta is that it's less crowded than the Springs. Mm-hmm. Go out there. Prices are a little lower as well. You know what I like to do? I like to stay out of La Quinta in La Quinta and just meta the fuck out of the weekend.
Well, this place, the La Quinta Resort, gorgeous.
Could you stop saying it like you're a...
La Quinta. La Quinta. They added...
I'm surprised you didn't see
now,
Margarita.
From listening to this podcast, I understand you hate cigars.
I do hate
true?
cigars, yeah.
Well, they added a little sort of Havana-style bar, and I looked over at that, and I just said, that is Daddy's playground. I'm gonna hide from my family.
You
there
love a cigar.
for like an hour. You know what? Every blue moon. So the last time I went there, I went over to the little Havana bar. I had a beer and a cigar. It was heavenly. My girls were so angry when they heard that I smoked a cigar. They're like, "Dad, you're gonna die. You can't. You smoked. You smoked, Daddy." I'm like, just. Get off
I love that. I love how kids are so hardcore. Like Zoe just figured that, like she was just recently taught about cigarettes, I guess, and so she's always
She was?
Yeah, like in school, like they were like cigarettes are bad. I don't know why that
Seems
was.
early, man.
No, they let them try them out. These are menthols.
But like she'll see someone. We'll be driving, down the street, and she'll see a guy hanging a cigarette out of his car window, and she'll be like, "That guy's smoking bad!" Like she's all over it. That and balloons, because her teacher told her that like helium is bad for the ozone. So anytime she sees a balloon, she goes crazy.
Is that true? Helium is bad for the ozone?
Well, that's what her teacher told her. I didn't fact check it, although I should, because her teacher is wrong about a lot of things.
Devastating effect on the party clown industry. Just what are we gonna do? There's no.
What? Will you look that up, Garrett? Is helium bad for the environment?
How many things does Garen look up that he is told to look up?
He
Is it a lot? Yeah. Like I don't really hear a lot of follow-up.
Here's what I think happens. That's on me.
Okay.
He looks it up, and then by the end of it, he probably knows the answer to all 9 things. I just never go back to it.
Go back to it. It's kind of an ADD on the front end, not his problem so much.
100% true. Plus, he might be typing up that script of his over there. He might not be doing anything
true.
involved with the show.
The crooked
One day
house
in a crooked little
Yeah, he's tweaking the open off of your notes. That's what he's doing. He's like, I got to get some fucking bats in here.
Wouldn't you?
You got to have bats. At
It's a
least some.
horror movie. What horror movie doesn't have bats?
You need bats.
Yeah. Just like like the early tease where you're like, and it's just a bat. Get out of here, bat. Yeah. And then later you find out that wasn't a bat. That was the kid.
Can I make a comment before we get into this?
We're into it.
We're already in. Production comment. I listened to a few of these. I find Jimmy kind of light in the mix. It's crazy. I'm tuning in.
It's 'cause he
to
leans
listen
back.
to
He goes like
Jimmy.
this.
I find you a kind of low in the mix.
Well,
sweet.
that's on you. Why don't you give me a little?
Because
Sweet,
if I turn you up when you're leaned back, then when you do lean in, it's crazy.
Well, you got to do something because he's not the first person to comment on this.
Well,
and let's remember
you
the
gotta
name of the
do-
program.
lean in.
Let's look around at everything here. Never Not Funny yet. There it is. The Jimmy Pardo podcast.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know why.
There it is.
I don't know why.
Oh, there it is again. The Jimmy Pardo podcast. Let's just take a look around here, guys.
All right.
Yeah, there it is again. Whose picture is bigger than anybody else's up there? Mine is. Now, in this type of thing, now Dan Cronin's got to come in here and embarrass you.
Well, yeah.
He's got to publicly
it's
shame
embarrassing
you.
all of us, really.
That should be done off air, Dan.
People at home, are you hearing that? That is sweet, syrupy, high in the mix Belknap, right there. That is.
I put my mic in one place and I stay here. You're all like this.
I move around and I'm demonstrative.
Yeah.
Listen.
Do you need a headset? Is that the only solution?
You do the heavy lifting. I do all the heavy lifting. I'm going to move around a little bit.
Jimmy, I'm looking out for you.
I don't have a problem with it. I go in and I do a dynamics compression. All the levels are straight at the end. If this guy has a problem, I don't know. He needs to
Garrett-
check his system.
Garen, do me a favor. Look up dynamics compression. See if that's what we're dealing with here.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
I don't have any money on me. Somebody's going to have
Again,
to front me.
you still owe me
I
a
don't
buck.
think I have any money either. I think I have like $6.
Well, all you need is $1.
Oh, maybe I have 60.
All right, let's go 60 then this time.
I have 60.
All right, let's get this out
I
of
have
the way.
2 singles.
Let's give away a Fred Stoller book. Wait, hang on. Who's covering me? Elliot? Don't.
I have a $5.
I'm begging you guys. Somebody else throw my money in. I cannot be beholden to Elliot Hochberg.
I've got it, Jimmy.
I cannot be
I got
beholden
it.
to Elliot.
I got it.
Somebody. Oh, Elliot, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I got it. You know what? Matt owed me $1 anyway. We're good. Thanks, pal.
I got 3-1.
No, I'm good. Elliot, he's got me covered. Thank you, though.
I have no idea what I'm doing. This is like the Mao scene in Deer Hunt. I'm just throwing money on the table.
Yeah.
All right, we all in. Now here's the deal. You just bought a lottery ticket, Dan.
Okay.
If you win all the money. If you lose, we appreciate you playing.
But this is weeks in
Here
the
we
making.
go. There's 5. I'm going to add this to the mix. We are now up to $25 in the kitty. You
Go
don't
ahead.
need your iPad, Dan. Why is he? What?
Kind of like that, actually.
See? This is why I brought the iPad. Right now, folks, I have GarageBand open.
Is that Star Trek?
I'm playing
just
this
playing it.
in GarageBand. A little atmosphere. That's
great.
why I brought this.
Yeah, there you go. Put it right up there.
Okay.
Now, how do you like the gambling 7 people?
See? Some atmosphere.
I do like it. I do like that you mentioned it's like Deer Hunter, and then you're going.
That does-
some Asian flavor.
sounds
You
like
know
the
what?
Deer Hunter theme.
We're in minor pentatonic scales, so.
Garen, look that up. Minor pentatonic. After you finish with dynamics
I don't know if
compression.
Jimmy doesn't like it. It's too scary for him.
Don't like it. Reverse.
like,
Love it. I'm letting
right.
it play out. I was mad
Okay.
that Matt spoke over it.
I'm here. I'm here.
Let me hear some more. It's a Bauhaus song.
That guy was arrested for smoking crack.
Was he really?
Peter Murphy.
Deserved it.
Driving with methamphetamines. I believe.
How did that get louder when he walked away from it?
coming out
The
of the
speakers at the bottom. Right?
Oh, that's right.
Go ahead, Jimmy. Do
All
your
right,
business.
there we
I don't
go.
want to be a distraction.
Thank you.
It's there if you need it. It's there if you need it. Just let me know.
Dan Cronin's
Words
here.
with friends. Come on.
Guy quoted me a joke at night. One of my own jokes.
What was the joke?
Dan will remember it.
Sure. It was about a terrible movie. The movie I don't remember.
It was Eyes Wide Shut.
Eyes Wide Shut. I said I wouldn't go see that if it was playing in my eyelids.
In my
or
glasses.
eyeglasses.
In my
He corrects me every
glasses.
time. I rewrite it.
Well, he
Eyelids is-
rewrote it too after he got laser surgery.
Well, then the tag was, you're not wrong. It was, that's a very timely piece. I have to do that before whatever I said, I go, because that joke doesn't work if I say, I don't see that if it's playing in my eyelids. Eventually,
Right.
so you're there. But I don't see that if it's playing. The movie that was actually based on, I was at the movie theater. It was the day after Thanksgiving with my wife and her friend Nora, 1998. And I said, whatever coming attraction was playing, I turned to Danielle and I said, I don't see that if it's playing in my glasses. And we laughed like crazy because at the time I did wear glasses.
Hey guys, Matt here with some dates for you. Dan Cronin is on Twitter at CroninWhoCares. Cronin. Who cares? And Jimmy Pardo is going to be at Rooster Teeth Feathers in Sunnyvale, California on June 7th to the 9th. Go to jimmypardo.com for all of his dates and tour stuff and other stuff, merch, whatever you want. Go there. Enjoy.
To see this whole episode or for more great content with comedian Jimmy Pardo, head over to Pardcast.com. Don't forget to share, rate, and subscribe.